I became involved in the healthcare delivery field because of my activities in group health, and I was on the National Cooperative League Board and all of that. And after the middle of the 1970s, a national movement developed to enact legislation to provide health care for everybody in the country. It was called the Health Security Act, and it was, among its sponsors were Teddy Kennedy and others. And the United Auto Workers were the prime mover in this. They basically funded a national office in Washington, D.C., and they helped develop 30 different states, 30 different health security units all across the country. And I was one of the organizers of that and its first president, and then I became its staff person. Well, unfortunately, the legislation never came close to passing. So that sort of drizzled out as a theme. And now, as you probably know, the whole issue of health care as a right is booming again, but with the Bushites and the half-assed Democrats, it's not moving right now either. So after that, the final job I had was as executive director of the People's Memorial Association. You guys ever heard of that group? The PMA was organized in Seattle by a lot of cooperative-minded people back in 1939, the year I got out of high school. And it's now the largest and oldest funeral services cooperative in the country. It has over 80,000 members. And the basic goal of PMA is to take the huge profit motive out of disposing of human remains, which is, I think we used to say that after homes and automobiles, funerals are the third largest expense in the lives of most Americans. PMA was set up and contracted with a friendly and all too rare funeral service home called Blight's here. And they were able to develop a contract for cremation or funeral services at a fraction of what was being done by the industry generally. And that's where I worked until I retired in 1987.